So Sandy Bowman is a seventh degree kickboxing black belt MMA fighter who has Bowman's martial arts. He's had it for over 30 years. He also successfully kicked the shit out of Butterbean, the boxer, in an MMA fight. And so Sandy's a friend of mine. He understood my advocacy, and he approached about helping him run for councillor. And then, how do I put this politely?
Don't try. Just do it.
So when I realized the other two candidates that were running for mayor, at first I thought, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. And I didn't really want Sandy to run for mayor because I knew that would bluntly be a lot of work on my part. But he talked about it, and then he said, I don't think I want to run for mayor. And then boom, he said, yeah, I'm running for mayor. And of course, you know me, I'm very loyal, so I had no choice to work with him to see it through. And I'm beyond proud. He wasn't the front runner. He's never done politics before.
Yeah.
And we managed to take out two incumbents. And I can tell you right now, like, I live in the social media world and I can fight back when I need to. And some of the other people running, the viciousness towards my business, towards me, it was next level. But other than, snapping once, I kept it so clean and professional. And the people of Fort McMurray chose. And I believe in 6 months' time, Sandy Bowman will be the best mayor Fort McMurray's ever had, and arguably one of the best in the country. And I'll tell you why, because he is a good temper. So when we were filming, and I was trying to get him to be a bit more excited in the video, and I remember looking at him, and I'm like, hey, you're too monotone, you're too calm. So I looked at him and I said, look, I am going to kick your ass, right? Thinking I could activate the MMA in him and get a reaction. And he simply looked at me and didn't even flinch. You couldn't kick my ass. And at that moment, I knew he'd be a good mayor because he's going to be level-headed. He's going to be calm. He's not going to overreact. And yeah, we have a pro-oil, ATV loving, MMA fighting, barbecuing. And he also likes the arts too. And he's very funny. Very good looking suit. He wears the chain around him, the best mayor ever. And I'm honored and proud to be part of that campaign. And he believed in my local business. He believed in me, and to do the media stuff with our team. It was a very small team. It was only 3 people, really. 4, if you count that. We had a temporary campaign manager come up for a little bit to help at the very end. Yeah, it was great. So I'm very thrilled, and we need that right now in Fort McMurray. And just kind of to talk about the disaster in Calgary's mayor. Well, the reality is that this is what I'm saying. These politicians, I don't truly know if they have any loyalty, because taking on the new mayor of Calgary was quite easy. We just have to rewind a video from 2 years ago where she was declaring her love for oil and gas at a Canada Action rally thing that she was at. So how many of these people in politics actually believe in anything beyond their own personal game of getting elected? So instead of, and frankly, and here's my message to Calgary. Well, to all the oil and gas companies, who cares what your mayor says? The oil and gas comes from Fort McMurray. And if you like to move your head offices here, I know the mayor, and I'll set up a meeting and see if they can point you in the right direction. Because if Calgary's mayor is so stupid to insult the energy industry right now in this critical part of life in a city that 100% has benefited from the blood, sweat, and tears from our small community here. Let's be candid. There's not a lot of oil in Calgary compared to Fort McMurray. And the head offices in Calgary are to support stuff in Fort McMurray. So for her to be so stupid and naive to come out like that blows my mind. And yeah, and to all the rest of Canada, and all the other mayors across this entire country, I can comfortably say that our mayor can kick all their asses, literally.
Well, I'm kind of excited to see Fort McMurray with a mayor that is more reflective of the culture of the average Fort McMurray resident, with an embrace of nature through his love of ATVing and being a small business owner. I think that's great. And I'm so excited to hear that so many First Nations and Métis people were elected to council, again, reflective of the actual community. And you played no small part in that. So you should really toot your own horn. I think there is, if, everything else fails for you, and I don't think it will, your marketing company and, your oil and gas activism, there is a role for you in politics and political organizing, because that's really, You pulled off the most unlikely thing in Fort McMurray. Now, Robbie, your guy becomes the
Yep.
mayor because of
Yep.
your hard work, and then something tremendous happens to you. Tell everybody because you deserve this.
So the exiting mayor, Don Scott, and yeah, you know what? I don't care. I am so proud, and I'm so happy this happened. I've had accolades before, I've won small awards before, but this one actually meant something. For the past, I don't know, say 7 years ish now. It's five since the fire, two before. So 7 years I have been advocating for this community. And Mayor Don Scott, as his last one of his last official duties, granted me the key to the city. And yeah, it was one of the best moments of my life. I loved it. I also love the fact that all the people that hated me for getting Sandy Bowman elected got to sit there and look at me as I held the key to the city, and it was a big honor, and so I was very thrilled about that. So the plan next is to roll out the key to the city attention, which was substantial, not massive, but substantial. And I am hopping on as soon as I can get Sheila, I know I'm supposed to be all tough and like kind of Albertan, right? But I have this bus, and the bus is a 5-speed manual transmission, but it's actually a 10-speed if you count the low and the high. And that is such a pain. And so I need to change the transmission to auto. And then I'm taking our propane powered / gas bus all the way to Ottawa. And along the way, I'm going to be filming people for a mini documentary trying to stop this insane disconnect between the Laurentian elite who live in Ottawa and are recession proof and have all this kind of like second, third generation cash that they somehow snub their nose and connect the dots saying that we are one country and fossil fuels is what connects us. And we need to understand that like getting rid of oil and gas and damaging the reputation of it, it actually really hurts the country. So the plan is I'm taking this bus. So if anyone's interested in helping, we're going to be setting up some sponsorship on the website at oilsandstrong.com or robbiepicard.com and buy t-shirts and stuff like that. But I'm going to be doing a monthly newsletter and magazine, and we're going to be charging $7 a month subscription for this. And if people could sign up for a year, that would really help. It is, I'm going to be candid. I need to raise a lot more cash. My marketing company carries Oil Sand Strong, but if we really want to go up a level, we really want to take it up a notch. I'm one of the most known activists when it comes to oil and gas that there is, and I'm very proud of everything that we've done and I've done. But the truth of the matter is some of the other organizations have way more cash than us, and they get handed them way more cash, and they can have staff. And I need to get to that point. I promise you one thing, though, that if we get to this point, that our advocacy will not be forgotten. It'll be bold, and it will move the needle. And that's something that I'm very proud of.
If you'd like to get access to my show as well as other great TV style shows too, like Ezra's Nightly, Ezra Levant Show, and David Menzies' Friday night show, Rebel Roundup, just go to rebelnews.com/subscribe. That's rebelnews.com/subscribe.